Welcome to Dogs Information, where every fact hides a story of love. You check your phone while your dog stretches. You pet your dog while thinking about dinner. You walk past the bathroom door 100 times without noticing they're sitting there watching. You've been missing it. The research shows most dog owners miss 73% of the signals their dogs send every single day. Every single day. That's not an accusation. That's just the truth. You're busy. The world pulls at you. Your dog is there, always there. And sometimes you forget that quiet presence is also a voice. You might be doing all three of these things right now. But here's what matters, number 6. That one will stop you cold. It's the behavior that reveals exactly how much your dog trusts you. And most people dismiss it completely. They walk past it like it's nothing. Like it's not the deepest compliment anyone's ever paid them. Let's start at the beginning. Let's learn to listen to what your dog has been trying to tell you. And stay until the end. I'll share a 3-second thing you can do tonight that might change everything. It costs nothing. It takes no training. It's just about paying attention. Only 14% of dog owners ever learn to read these signals deliberately. Be different. Start now. Number 1. And it's the behavior this entire video is named after. Your dog wakes up. They stretch forward, rear end high in the air, front paws reaching further than they should. You see it and think they've been lying down too long. They need a stretch. They're stiff. That's what you think. But that's not what's happening. Mark Bekoff studied play bows in wild wolves. 409 out of 414 play bows initiated visual contact with the recipient. That's not accidental. That's intentional. That's your dog writing an invitation to the only person in the world they need something from. That's not a stretch. That's your name spoken in the only language they have. Think about it. Your dog doesn't stretch at the wall. They don't bow at the empty room. They do this when you're there, when you might notice, when you might respond. The play bow is an opening. It's a door. It's like a letter you write and hold up to the light hoping someone reads it. It's your dog saying you are here and I notice you and the world is better now. The science confirms what you've always felt. They're choosing you. And all they're asking is 30 seconds of your response. Not 30 minutes. Not 30 hours. 30 seconds. A hand on their shoulder. A word. A return of their attention. The nervous system of a dog waiting to see if their invitation will be accepted is the nervous system of someone who believes in hope. Every play bow is a small leap of faith. And they make it for you hundreds of times a year. But what about the behaviors that happen when you're not looking? The quiet ones. The ones most people never even notice. You've felt watched. You've turned around to find them sitting in the doorway, waiting. The bathroom. The only room where you close the door. The only place they can't follow. And they don't accept that. They settle in the doorway like they're guarding a gate that might open at any second. A closed door means possible danger in the ancient wiring of their species. That wiring was written when doors meant predators, meant separation from the pack, meant vulnerability. They can't stop that. They can't logic their way out of it. So they sit. They wait. They guard. This is not clinginess. This is the oldest form of protection. Known to pack animals. In wild canid packs, the most trusted members watch over others during moments of vulnerability. The sentry never abandons post. Your dog has given you that honor. They've appointed themselves. They would rather be uncomfortable than let anything happen to you. Discomfort is a small price for keeping safe the person they love most. What's your dog's name? And has this happened to you? That small body in the doorway. That weight of their attention. Tell me below. They see you as the person most worth protecting and they're showing you with every minute they sit there. That's not devotion that comes from nowhere. That's devotion that's been earned by you being the person who always comes back. And they're watching something else, too. Something much smaller. Something most people dismiss entirely. Number 3. You've seen it 1,000 times and smiled. You've made that cooing sound, haven't you? They tilt their head and you dissolve. But you may not know what's actually happening. The 2021 Hungary Family Dog Project studied head tilting across 40 dogs. Gifted dogs tilted their heads 43% of the time when given commands. Dogs without gifts did it 2% of the time. The pattern is unmistakable. The tilt isn't just about hearing better. That's what we used to think. But it's something deeper. It's about cognitive image formation. It's about their brain literally reshaping how they see your face so they can decode the emotion living in your features. Left tilt means they're working to decode emotions. They're trying to read what you're feeling. Right tilt means they're parsing commands. They're trying to understand what you're asking. They're not just listening with their ears. They're reading you with their whole being. If you stay until the end, I'll share one small thing you can do tonight that uses exactly this. That uses the fact that they're tilting toward you, reaching for you with their attention. That's not cute confusion. That's concentration. That's effort. That's love paying attention. Your dog's brain is rewiring itself in real time to understand you better. They're making neural pathways around your face, around your voice. You are the most important sound in their world. And they're looking for the meaning beneath the sound. They're trying to read what you can't say out loud. Now we move to something that happens when everything goes quiet. A sound you may have overlooked. A language so subtle you almost miss it. You've heard it. A long, slow exhale while they're lying next to you. Not a sigh of frustration. This is different. A sigh when everything settles that's indexed to their emotional state. Sighs are measured things. They have meaning. Scientists have categorized them. The reunion exhale. The one when you come home after a long day. The one where they finally understand you're back. That's not tiredness. That's not a dog simply resting after exertion. That's their nervous system finally settling. That's their body saying the danger has passed. The person I was waiting for has arrived. That's their body chemistry changing because your body chemistry changed. Oxytocin meeting oxytocin. Safety recognizing safety. Your dog has been holding tension all day. Waiting. Listening for your footsteps. Not knowing when you'll return. And then the door opens and it's you. And they can finally let it go. One exhale. An entire conversation. That sigh is a sentence that reads, I can stop holding my breath now. I can rest. I can trust that everything will be okay. This is why your dog seems to exhale more heavily when you're finally home. They've been holding themselves together since the moment you left. That exhale is the moment they come apart into safety. But the real language of devotion, it's in what they carry to you. It's in the things they choose to surrender. Son. They drop it at your feet. Your shoe. A toy they've shredded. A leaf they found. You assume they want to play. You're half right. Maybe less. This is deeper than play. This is communication. Bringing you objects is a self-regulation behavior. It's how they manage the spike of excitement in their nervous system. When a dog brings you something, they're literally trying to manage their own joy. They're so happy you're there that they need to do something with that feeling. They channel it into gifting. But it's also how they communicate something that lives beneath words. Something they can't say, but must express. There's more happening than that. Shoes carry your strongest scent. They're offering you back a piece of yourself. Think about what that means. They're holding your scent, your presence close to themselves. They're sleeping with your smell nearby when you're not there. Then they bring it to you. It's like returning a letter that changed everything. Sharing resources is the deepest trust signal in pack behavior. In the wild, this is what only the closest family members do. This is what survival looks like. This is the core of trust. This is your dog saying, what matters to me, I'm giving to you. You are that important. You are that valued. You are the person worth making myself vulnerable for. Has your dog ever brought you something strange? A sock, a shoe, a leaf from the garden, a rock that caught their eye, a piece of trash they found valuable. What's their name? And what did they bring? Share it below. An older dog who still brings you things hasn't forgotten how to love. They've only gotten better at it. Pain might slow them down. Time might gray them. Arthritis might make movement harder. But the impulse to give, to offer, to trust you with what they hold precious, that never fades. That's the last thing to go. That's not a request for play. That's a gift. Wrapped in whatever they could find. That's love in its purest form. They see you as family. And family shares what matters most. So, when your dog brings you something, you're holding proof of devotion. And now, the one behavior that looks like rejection, but is actually the opposite of everything you'd expect. They walk over. They settle next to you. And then they turn their back to you. You wonder, did I do something wrong? Did I miss something? But turn with me here. In the wild, turning your back means exposing your most vulnerable point. Your spine. Your organs. The parts of you that can see what's coming. Dogs only do this with those they trust completely. Only with the people who have proven time and again that they won't let harm come. Your dog just told you something wolves almost never say. This is the ultimate statement of trust. Your dog has decided with years of experience and instinct that you are safe enough to expose the part of them that can't defend itself. When your dog settles next to you and turns their back, that's an act of surrender in faith. That's like opening a door you can never close. This is not indifference. This is the highest compliment they know how to pay. The response is simple. Place your hand gently on their back. Feel them settle more deeply into that trust. Feel the rise and fall of their breathing. Say it silently, I've got you, too. An older dog who turns their back to rest beside you has decided with every year of experience they have that you are safe. That you will protect them. That you are home. That after all this time, you're still the person worth believing in. They can't tell you they trust you. So, they show you with the most vulnerable part of themselves. That back turn is a language you understand in your bones. Even in sleep, they're still speaking. And what they say then might be the most honest thing of all. The way your dog sleeps next to you is not random. Every position is a sentence in the language of their love. Pressed against you means you're the safe zone. They're seeking anchor. Facing the door means they're guarding you still, even in sleep. Back to you means they trust you to protect their most vulnerable side. When they rest their head on your pillow, they're not just seeking warmth. A bed holds warmth. But they're seeking closeness. They're seeking the specific warmth that only comes from another living thing that matters. That's closeness that says, you are mine, and I am yours. That's the difference between sleeping and resting. If your dog has stopped sleeping near you, that's something worth noticing. That's a signal, too. A signal that something has changed in what they feel safe enough to do. But the dog who settles against you at night, who finds their spot and closes their eyes knowing you're there, that dog has made a declaration made in the dark. That dog has decided that being near you is the same as being safe. The world is full of sounds, smells, dangers they can't always name. But next to you, they can close their eyes. Not everyone in the world will get this gift. Not every night. Just you. Just this moment. Just the two of you in the dark, warm and certain, and home. Every night, they choose where to sleep. Every night, they choose you. That's the most honest choice they ever make. And now, the bonus I promised. Here it is. The 3-second technique. The gift I promised you. When you come home before anything else, before checking your phone, before taking off your shoes, before the chaos of the day settles in, stop. Drop to their level. Look at your dog. 3 seconds of full eye contact and one slow breath. That's it. That's the whole thing. The science is simple. Mutual gaze triggers oxytocin, the same bonding hormone that flows between parent and child. 3 seconds is the threshold. That's the magic number. That's how long it takes for the nervous system to register we're together. One slow breath. 3 seconds of saying with your eyes, you matter to me. You matter more than my phone. More than my fatigue. More than anything else waiting for me. Today. It's the same oxytocin that's flowing when they're tilting their head toward you trying to decode your emotions. It's the same hormone when they're waiting in the bathroom doorway protecting you. It's the same chemistry when they bring you their most prized possession and drop it at your feet. You can activate all of that with 3 seconds. You can tell your dog's entire nervous system, we're safe. We're together. We're home. And they will feel it. They will know it. Not with certainty, but with the thing that matters more, with faith. You walked in that door. They stretched toward you. You thought it was a stretch after lying down too long. Now you know what it was. It was an invitation. It was your dog saying, welcome back. It was them opening a door that only you can walk through. The playbow that says, you are the best part of my day. The sentinel at the bathroom door, small and furry and completely serious, guarding the person they love most. The head tilted left, working to decode the emotion in your voice. The truth beneath the words. The long exhale when you finally came home. When they could finally stop waiting. The toy dropped at your feet. Their most prized possession offered freely. A gift wrapped in devotion. The back turned in trust. The most vulnerable place given without hesitation. A door open to the softest part of themselves. The body pressed against yours in the dark, warm and certain, and home choosing you every single night. These are the signals your dog sends? Not because they're trained to. Not because you've rewarded them with treats. Because something in the deepest part of them knows that you are safe. That you matter. That being loved by you is the truest thing they'll ever know. Before you go, leave your dog's name in the comments. Just the name. Let me see how many of us are out there. How many of us are loved this way? How many of us understand what it means to be chosen by someone who can't speak, but never stops communicating? If this is the kind of video you've been looking for, the kind that changes how you see your dog, subscribe. I have more to share. More signals. More ways to understand the language your dog has been speaking all along. The language they're speaking right now, at this very moment, if you know how to listen. Watch next, your dog sleeps against you. Every night, but it's not just comfort. It might change how you see them forever. They can't say it.
Thanks for watching and like, subscribe and share please.